I grew up on a very small island. Our island have lovely crystal clear beaches and waters. The house I grew up in was a wooden house. The house didn't have running water.
One of the stories I remember her telling me was of her and her mom having to walk to a standpipe to get water.
Every Sunday we'll go out and walk up a little hill and then bring the buckets to put in the shower outside. And if we needed hot water, we'll have to go inside and boil hot water to put in the buckets. I would say my mom had a hard life. I would never call that easy.
I know that Christy's mother worked at the local market.
Usually she will start at 3 a.m. She'll gather her stuff and she will go down to the town. She'll finish around 7 because she'll try to have her stuff packed up before the night time. And after that, she will try her best to go to the supermarket and buy a couple of groceries because she makes sure she does her best to get whatever we need, and she'll make sure that we are happy, my brother and I. I did a lot for my brother. Whenever he had a dirty diaper, I would help him, I would carry him, I'd try to make him go to sleep. So I always do my best to help out as much as I can. The day when my dad told me he had to move, I was really sad. I was about 11. He told me that he has to go somewhere far to help us. About 5 years ago, thought I was coming to America for vacation.
But I guess they didn't really explain to her that she would have to make the decision to stay in the United States or to go back home to St. Lucia.
So at 13, I had to make a decision, and I chose to stay up here.
Staying in the U.S. didn't just mean staying in the U.S., it meant taking the responsibility of taking on the role of her mom to help take care of her brother, make sure she normally walks him to the bus stop in the morning so he could get to school on time because the father is already out at work.
Christy helps out the family a lot. She cooks, she cleans, she makes sure, especially her brother, she takes care of her brother.
Seeing that I am the oldest, I want to make sure I do right, or I do the right things to, make my mom proud.
Christy has always missed her mom, and she would never stop missing her mom.
There's a part that's missing, like a mother's love that's just missing. So whenever I had days where I would just continuously cry because I miss my mom, I'll call her and then she would tell me, I miss you too, but you have to remember you're up here for better opportunities. About 4 years ago, I came to the Boys and Girls Club.
When I met Christy, she's like, Miss Abby, are you from an island? And I was like, yeah, I'm from an island. And she's like, oh my God, which one? And I was like, oh, I'm from Jamaica. And she was like, I'm from St. Lucia. Basically, we neighbors.
I would describe Miss Abigail as, I'm trying to find a word for pushy. Sorry. I would describe Miss Abigail as someone who's trying to find the best in somebody. I feel like she sees talent in somebody and she goes for it.
Christy doesn't complain about the responsibilities that she has, but sometimes she does, find it hard and break down and be like, Miss Abby, this is hard.
I've actually been working at McDonald's for about 2 years now. The way I get to my job is I take 2 buses. Usually I start working at 10 p.m. and I would usually leave work about 7 a.m.
She helps out with groceries at the house. She helps with her mom back in St. Lucia. She pays bills at home.
The club gave her a place of relief where she could come and not only get her homework done, but also have another set of eyes on her brother Orion, make sure that he had a warm meal, make sure that he had help with homework.
In high school, I did really well. I was in the National Honor Society and I had a 3.8 GPA.
She is somebody that produces A's and B's at school because she studies hard. I feel proud of my daughter.
What my life would have been if I didn't come to the club, I cannot mentally imagine that.
For Christy to go to Washington, D.C., I believe was a very eye-opening experience for her.
We went to Washington, D.C. to speak on mental health. I enjoyed every single part of it. The first day, I'm looking around just like, It feels like we're in history. I said the history books are unfolding.
Having the opportunity to meet Maxwell Frost, having the opportunity to talk to several different Congress members about advocacy. These are things that were just mind-blowing for her.
When I first found out about it, I was scared because I've never did anything like that before.
I was like, Christy, it's gonna be a lot of work, but we can do it.
Every single day, I would go home and I would go in the mirror and I would recite my speech. I'm walking to school, I would recite my speech.
I saw where all her hard work paid off. Her coming in, staying till 8, working on her essay.
The day of the competition, I feel like that was the first time I ever felt confidence like that. I was really happy about the fact I didn't need a paper to say my speech. I actually skipped out of the judges' room. I was skipping. I felt happy. The day when I found out I won, when they say congratulations, I'm thinking, wait, this can't be true. It's truly so unreal. This is my life. This is what's going on. Right now, I am currently a student at Valencia College, and I plan to attend UCF after. I'm planning on majoring in nursing.
The reason why I think she is in the medical field is because she loves helping people. That's one of her passions.
The club is the main reason why I'm actually able to go off to college.
Boys and Girls Club, they help out financially with Christy, with her education.
And truly and honestly, I'm so thankful and grateful for that. I would say to somebody who's going to support the Boys and Girls Club is you should. You're changing lives of the youth in ways that maybe you can't even imagine.
She became something. She did something with her life by using the Boys and Girls Club as her tools.
When I think about my journey from moving to St. Lucia to moving to America and how much I have accomplished, and then now being able to go to Washington and have meetings with congressmen, it's still so unbelievable to me. The younger me would be really surprised, extremely surprised. It's like, we did this? We did this? We're like the people in the movies now.